demons in my little house. Release the beast, let it roar. Tear down the windows at my little red door, so I can see what's outside. Tired of waiting on the other side, always hiding in the shadows. I was waiting for a hero. This is the last road I'm ever walking. These tired feet are aching. This is the last place I'm stopping over. Don't you tell me we're on vacation. It's like holding your breath underwater, forgetting how to swim. Look, I know we barely know each other. I'm a little cautious to let you in, to let it go, let it out. Kill all the demons in my little house. Release the beast, let it roar. Tear down the windows at my little red door, so I can see what's outside. Tired of waiting on the other side, always hiding in the shadows. I was waiting for a hero. I never knew that it could be so good to be alive. You shout from the top and it's liberating. I never knew that it could feel so good to be outside. I was hiding in the shadows. I was waiting for a hero to let it go, let it out. You got to let it go, let it out. You got to let it go, let it out.
Hello and welcome again to the Underground Sessions. On this week's show we have a very special guest, very charismatic indeed, Jojo Connolly.
Well, hello there.
Jojo, lovely to meet you.
Oh, listen,
What a personality.
absolutely,
What a personality.
absolute pleasure to have met you earlier.
Tell me a bit about your background. How did it all start with you, Jojo?
Well, I started off, I always liked poetry, big passion of mine. And then my great-great-grandfather was in vaudeville, so there was a musical background there, but kind of more top of the pops for us, and, you know, whatever, we'd dress up as Abba and the Nolan sisters when we were kids and stuff like that. Even my brother, he'll kill me for saying that. But you know, I took piano lessons.
Very good.
And I wasn't mad about it. I couldn't do what I wanted on it, so I left it for a few years, and then I bought a guitar. Couldn't play it in encore, and was messing around with it, and my fingers were killing me with the big strings on it, and it was a nightmare. So I got the what's the other strings? The
Nylon.
The nylon strings. And then I taught myself to play. I had taken a couple of lessons, and then taught the rest. And then I just started getting ideas that I had together, started writing, and done that for a good few years. And then in 1995, I sent the song in for Eurosong.
Very good.
And I nearly died, actually, because I sent it as a songwriter.
Right.
And I went to RTE, and they were like, that's great, and,
Right.
you know. And I said, yeah, and who's singing it? And they said, who's on the demo? And I said, me. And they said, will you be singing? And I said, I don't think so. But anyway, your man said, well, get up and sing it. And I got up and I sang and whatever. It was called Save It for a Rainy Day. And it was a great experience, but it wasn't my thing, because at that stage, even though I might come across as being kind of a bit kind of bubbly and stuff, I didn't like that limelight. It was the songwriting I loved, because it was poetry and writing, and that was my passion completely. So anyway, it evolved from there, and I still loved it. I'd still kind of closet write. And then after I had my family, I kind of networked around. I joined IMRO, Paul O'Toole, who had been here recently, a smashing fella.
Great lad.
I started going to Darky Kelly's.
Yeah, you're no stranger to the open mic nights.
Absolutely.
But you can see why, because you're a brilliant performer. You're very charismatic. You've great energy, great enthusiasm.
Get out of here.
You just have it, man.
I know.
You just have something very, very special.
You're very good of you to say that. I'll pay you later.
And you've been on TG4's Buskers a bit, and you did an ABBA song. How did that come about?
Oh my goodness! Again, there was an advert on. Actually, it was the kids who told me to. I didn't even know how to use the iPad or anything, and you had to download and compress and all this. I didn't even know what they were talking about. So we sent it in. I got through round 1, then round 2, and then there was auditions, and I got on. Now the only thing was, it started Busker Boo, but you had to send in an original song, but they didn't want you singing an original song.
And what was that?
I don't know. I think, in fairness, they wanted something that everybody would know when they're in the audience. So everybody, you had to do your version of a song. So I just chose Dancing Queen because, like I was talking earlier, ABBA, you can't beat them for melodies.
No.
Their harmonies, the structure, like the likability of the song.
Yeah.
So I just did a kind of a funky, I did a funky version of that, and it went down very well. And I kind of thought, no more excuses. Do you like this? Does it make you happy? Does it make your soul soar? And it does. So I kind of thought, I need to make time for me.
And what was it like being on, say, national TV experience? What was that like for you?
It was really, really brilliant. There's a lot of waiting around that you have to be prepared for. But if you love something, you have to have that dedication for it. You have to be prepared for that, because that's what it's about. But I have to be honest, I remember coming in the lift, I couldn't get in the lift. I suffer a bit with anxiety.
So we had to come down the stairs, remember?
Yeah, so I find when I'm up in front of people and not in a crowd, it's actually better. Do
you know what I find? I find that, like what you said earlier, when you go up on stage and you play the music, like, say, coming down the lift, you're nervous coming down the lift, so we walk down the stairs, but you come in. But when you're up on that stage, that nervous energy just comes right out at you.
That's an excellent
way
of putting it.
You can see it, and it just comes right out at you. Like.
And it is, I kind of do a lot of yoga and breathing and exercise and stuff. I always find it great, because I know you wouldn't know to look at me, but I'm quite a hyper person.
Like yourself, so I know where you're coming from. Trust me.
So, anything that kind of takes me to a kind of a different place, or calms me, or, as I said, soothes me, you gotta have something.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, it's nice.
And you've developed your own style of music, and it's the way you bring it across on stage, the way you put across your songs, whether they're personal, whether they're fictional, whether they mean a lot to you, like. And you've got a song called "Give Me Back Your Guitar," which you sing at the coffee sessions.
Yeah.
And do you want to?
It's funny. You have to have a bit of humour in it, and I think, because I know a lot of 80s and 90s music, it can be invaluable, wealth of accumulation of songs and melodies, because you're kind of influenced by a lot of people. I would have loved, like, Peter Gabriel, Michael Jackson. I liked Suzanne Vega. There was a lot of Paul Weller. I would love lyrically what he does. So there's a real cross of genres that I would like, and I find you don't get stuck in a rut for a Coldplay song.
Different bands, different styles.
Coldplay, you are brilliant. If you're watching, I still want to be on your next album. But just to kind of to shake it up a bit, because sometimes if you do a fast song and then you might come in with a slower one, you're ready for that, and it can take an audience down and back up again, and it's nice for you as a performer as well, because you get to kind of see, God, they like that, or that's going down really well, or enough of the slow songs, they're all crying into their drinks there.
So with your songs now, the songs that you're doing, are you recording an EP, in the process of recording an EP? Have you recorded?
I'm actually only getting into that. I've met up with a lovely guy, Andreas, I was telling you about earlier, and I've only started working with him recently, and what we're going to do is pick out the best songs that, even as a producer for him, ones that I would think they're might be great, he might come across and say, actually, that one is catchier, that one's better. So another pair of real professional ears is great, that sort of way. So I'm hoping by the end of the year I'll definitely have a 4-track
And I have a great Christmas song that I wrote, so I'm looking for anyone to
We'll
do
get
it
you
with.
next Christmas to do that.
Yeah, so it's going to be a
That'll
charity
probably
song.
annoying,
So
we're always looking for the Christmas song.
I would love it.
So
yeah.
we'll get you in for that next year.
And
Well, this year, in the end of the year.
yeah, so I'll need lots of players. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
No problem, yeah.
My new bestos.
Yeah, no problem. I have to say, it's been a real pleasure having you on. Your energy, your enthusiasm, your personality, everything about you. And I'm not only saying it, and producer will tell you, and the other lad with us.
Do you take credit card or
No,
check?
don't worry about it. I'm being very sincere. I'm being very sincere, Jojo.
I tell you, it's just a pleasure. From the minute I came in, from the time you met me outside, and your big smile, and I actually thought, whew, this is what
it's
we
all
were
about
nervous
putting
about
your
all
ears. No,
week,
not at
you know.
all.
And
No,
I'm
no.
so pleased that the
No,
whole
that's-
lot of you were so friendly, and I want to thank the gorgeous, young, handsome guys behind the scenes.
They're great. I'll be lost
They're brilliant. They're absolutely
They're great
brilliant. It's so friendly, a lovely atmosphere, and it was a lovely experience. So
Thanks
thank
very
you
much.
so much.
And what song are you going to finish out with?
I'm going to finish out with a song called "The Ghost Lies."
And you want to do your...
Din din. Oh, hang on, that wasn't even a good one.
The
There you
Ghost
go.
Lies, you know.
The Ghost Lies.
There you go, everybody. Jojo Connolly. There's going to seem to be a lot more of this person. Like, I'd encourage everybody, when you hear she's playing Ghost here, she's
That's great. I have me camper van outside.
amazing.
It's great.
She's absolutely amazing. And where can people find you on social media, Jojo?
Well, I'm only kind of starting off with this, but I've only recently have a Twitter account, and I will have a Jojo Connolly Facebook page, and Darky Kelly's their homepage. The nights that I'm playing out there, I usually get up and do about 4 songs. It'll be on that.
And when do you play on the Darky Kelly's website?
I'm on this Tuesday. I'm on every other Tuesday. I don't go every single Tuesday because you have to kind of, you sign up for it and whatever. So hopefully then when there's other things on, that's, baby steps. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
And then you never know what happens. You never know who's listening or
No,
who.
you don't.
That, you gotta, if you're not in, you can't win. So just get out there and do it,
Ladies and gentlemen, the very energetic,
Mwah,
charismatic
mwah, mwah.
Jojo
Adieu,
Connolly.
adieu.
Until next time, bye-bye.
Thanks.
You say the word, I will come running to you. When you're in trouble, there's nothing I wouldn't do. Swallow the ghost you call your pride. He only lives in your head. He hovers around your weakness. That's how he's being fed. Despises coexistence, hoping you never will scream so loud you'll break the sound barrier. Ghost lies, full of contradiction and the truth. Ooh, it's stranger than fiction, but this life, it's a roller coaster with the highs and lows and tears that flow for both. Ooh, you can't deny you're like a clock on the wall. Tick tock, tick tock. You set the time. I will be there when you call. I'll be your rock, rock. You stare at the barrel and ask yourself, what am I worth anymore? 300 days with the answer. You still need 1 minute more. You got what you want, not what you need. You need to scream so loud you'll break the sound barrier. The ghost lies, full of contradiction and the truth. Ooh, it's stranger than fiction, but this life, it's a roller coaster with the highs and lows and tears that roller coaster with the highs and lows and tears that flow for both. The ghost lies, loves to fall, loves to rise, drag you back down again. With the highs and lows and tears that flow for both.
Pursuit of what will never be. Deny the truth, ignore reality. It could have been, it should have been. Now I lay me down to dream. Now I lay me down to dream. Rehearse the lines, learn them all by heart. 1,000 times, never play the part. It could have been, it should have been. down to dream. Now I'll lay me down to dream. Now I lay me, now I lay me, now I lay me down.